for tuning in. This is Optibotimus, and I am here at the Sideshow booth here at San Diego Comic-Con 2015. And I'm with Robin, the Vice President. No, I remember, the Vice President of e-commerce for Sideshow. She's going to go around here and show me a whole bunch of cool stuff that is coming out roughly how long?
Anywhere between 1 month and 9.
9 months. Okay, so it's going to be a while. I don't know who that guy is, but he just walked there. So let's go look at some stuff, okay? First off, we're here with Daniel Picard, the one and only man from Star Trek, obviously. And as you can see, he's got an absolutely fantastic book here that he just got done. It's going to be available through Sideshow Collectibles. When's it available to buy?
It's shipping now.
It is shipping now. What?
It's shipping now.
This is going to be the greatest video on all of YouTube. Daniel, tell us a little bit about what was some of the inspiration that you took in making this book come to life.
The inspiration comes pretty much from the 1/6 scale guys in my collection, and then I just I like to create the stories, and I like to take the characters and kind of tweak them so they do some things that we don't really know that they know. They're not necessarily known of doing, but like Darth Vader is still evil, but he went to the bathroom because he was nervous before a big meeting or something, or he's got a... What else do you want to know?
Oh, just what basically kind of inspired you to... Well, why did you want to do this? I mean, you said that you wanted to basically, you like telling the stories with the photos and the figures, but what was the biggest thing that said to you, you needed to do this? What called to you?
Well, I'm a collector first, so and when my collection started to build, my photography left fashion to more trying these guys out because they're already dressed in cool costumes, they're always available, and their history, and I can play and tweak and mix the universes like not many people do. So I do have Joker and Harley playing with G.I. Joe because I can. They're all in my universe. They're not really part of theirs.
Now, as an artist, it's like trying to pick your favorite kid. But if you were to pick your favorite illustration that you have, what is it?
The cover is cool. Yeah. Because the cover the cover was the hardest one. That was, and I even tried twice. The first one I scrapped because it didn't work. So I waited 2 months for the snow to be better for me. A little cooler because that was in March. In Ottawa, it gets into minus a lot. Yeah. And so the cover is pretty complicated because I don't want to ruin my toys, my figures, because there's no snow on the actual guy. The snow is all fake, it's all digital, so that was a lot of teaching myself how to create snow all of a sudden, because I never had the purpose to create snow before, but I wanted to tell that story, so alright, I gotta figure out how to make snow. And same with the elevator I like a lot. All 3 bounty hunters going upstairs, probably going to meet their customer or their client. So that's a cool one because it's all shiny, there's reflection everywhere, there's I think 7 light sources.
A lot of elements.
That's a lot. Yeah. So that one, as far as challenging, because I like the challenging ones. And as far as the cute ones, I love last year when I came to Hollywood, I changed the sign Hollywood to Harleywood, and I made Joker surprise because it's her Valentine's Day present in my story at least. So that's a cool one.
Awesome. Well, Daniel, like Robin said, they're available right now at Sideshow Collectibles, and you can pick them up. They're shipping now.
And we're selling them at the con.
And if you're here at San Diego Comic-Con, if you're here, you can come here. You can meet him. He's right here. He's right here, and he's signing things. So you can get that. Anything else with this pen that he brought himself? Anything else you can think of? Make fun of me because of my hands?
No, I like your hands. You're
all right. Yeah, hands. All right, cool.
Ralph McQuarrie, the Concept Artist Series. This is based on the conceptual sketches that Ralph McQuarrie did in setting the tone and the look for the original Star Wars. These have exclusives, which will be switch-out helmets. And right now we're featuring Boba Fett and Stormtrooper, but we have Vader in the works. We also have a 6-scale line based on the Ralph McQuarrie concept sketches.
Articulated.
Articulated.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And these are would be the 5th scale. Okay. Okay. Well, up next, Robin, what are we looking at?
Well, we have the Raiden figures from Hot Toys, and we also have the Terminator series. So we have the Arnold with the switch out face. We have the battle damaged Arnold's portrait and the pre-battle damage. And we also have the full Endo for people who are not really into the Terminator series. The Endo and the Arnold. The Endo would indicate it's a full skeletal silver version, and the Arnold battle damage has the portrait of Schwarzenegger.
And we were just talking that this is very possibly the first time that the 6th scale has had the endoskeleton.
I believe so.
That is stunning. All right, now we're taking a look at the Hot Toys Star Wars collection, and what are we looking at here?
I'm going to repeat it because you didn't turn the recorder on.
You can read. That's fine.
We have the Hot Toys Darth Vader Sith Lord 6th scale, and he comes with a plethora of accessories, but the coolest one is the interrogator droid, which has the needle that they did a close-up shot of in New Hope.
And then around here, we're looking at Boba. Yeah, that's Boba Fett. Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's what
it's not Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
I've heard that too.
I'm going to say Boba Fett. So, and then we have that, and then we have Lucky Luke here.
Yes, we have a Luke dressed as a stormtrooper, and they're also doing Han dressed as a stormtrooper as well. But Luke is in the display this year. So Han is actually, we have a pretty spectacular display that Hot Toys has brought with them with the Millennium Falcon and a 6th scale TIE Fighter, which is about 3.5 feet high.
Well, we'll get there. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here, Miss Robin. So let's take a look. We got some more Star Wars items right over yonder. We have a whole bunch of stormtroopers.
We have a plethora of stormtroopers.
Now these are from the original.
Yes.
Not the not anything Episode 7. Okay.
And then we have Obi-Wan. We also have Han and Chewie. The cool thing about Chewie, he's got the cloth hair.
I love the scale too. That works. I mean, because Chewie is massive.
Yes.
So,
Chewie's massive.
Yeah, that's really nice.
He comes with obviously his crossbody belt, and there's a supply pouch at the end of that, and with the crossbow. The 6th scale continues over there. Did you want to go over there?
Let's go take a look at those big spaceship-looking things.
They are making a portion of the Millennium Falcon, which would be one of the cockpit. In the display, you see Han and Chewie. They have the headsets on. You should also take some spectacular shots of the back computer boards because they're all lit and they have the functioning and the light-up buttons. They have the second row of chairs that you'll see Luke and Obi-Wan sit in. And then they also have the top portion of the Millennium Falcon that keys in and encloses the figures in the display. But also on the back side, they finish that off, and you can see all the components that are on the other side of that wall of the cockpit for the Millennium Falcon. And from the underside of the top portion, you can see all the components that hang, and you kind of get an idea of that in the film. You see when people walk in and out, there's things that are extending down from the top of the cockpit. So this finishes off the presentation for this particular environment.
That's amazing.
6th scale.
6th scale TIE Fighter.
It's amazing. We actually took some clean photos to post, and and we had to retake them with somebody in the shot because people could not believe how
the scale,
big it is.
Yeah, and as far as we know, Hot Toys wants to make this.
As far as we know, it's going to be made.
All right, heard it here. You can come after Robin if it doesn't come out in 2 years, and you people on Facebook are still complaining because there's no Drax figure here. In Jim Gordon Dark Knight Rises set. This is out now.
This is out now and shipping.
And it's shipping. This thing is absolutely incredible. Now, and I remember a lot of people initially when they saw pictures for this saying that the signal was too small. But in person, this thing is actually pretty cool looking. Now, this has me and a lot of collectors happy. That is something a lot of people are looking forward to. Plus, the cape looks amazing. What do you think about that cape, Robin? I'm interviewing you.
I actually like the cowl accessories and the ripped off, the destroyed cowl accessories. And they have the accessories for just the chins to replace the bottom half of the face, so you can have him look and do different expressions.
I agree. One of my favorite parts in that movie was when Batman ripped off his cowl, and you just have Bruce Wayne's head right there. And I love, like you mentioned, that they included that. That's a really cool touch. Absolutely thrilled. You have no idea. You have no idea. Do you know that I'm a producer on a Back to the Future documentary that's coming out in October called Back in Time?
I did not know that.
Yes. Me, Adam Goldberg, a whole bunch of other people. We are producers on a great documentary looking at the retrospect of 30 years of Back to the Future. So here we have Back to the Future 2 Marty McFly in the Back to the Future 2 outfit that he wore, but this guy, the Back to the Future 2 version of the DeLorean. We haven't even gotten the first DeLorean out yet, and here we're seeing a hover conversion with Mr. Fusion back there.
Awesome. Of
the DeLorean. What can you tell us about this?
The first one's coming.
Okay. All right. That's Robin, everybody. Vice President of e-commerce, Sideshow Collectibles. Moving on. All right, now we're looking at one of the most impressive hot toy displays probably here. Gotta be honest, we're staring at the 1/6 scale Hulk from Age of Ultron fighting the Hulkbuster. This thing is, I thought Hulk was like the size of a little child, like a little baby. Like you could like hold that like it was a baby, right? Okay. The Hulkbuster, this is stupid big. Okay, this is not going to fit in any details that you have out there, but this thing is absolutely, you got to think that this is cool, right?
I think it's cool.
It's pretty cool. And you did tell me, we're sitting here, we're seeing Veronica hovering around in the background on this little magnet thing, and Robin's going to find out, she's going to let me know if that's actually included with this set, right?
I'm going to find out, but I think I'm going to end up disappointing you because I think it's for display only.
She thinks it's for display. What's so special about this? Why do you think that this one is so cool?
Well, I think that the display of the pieces together is cool. He's on like a bendy 3-pole display, and there's these miniature Iron Man suits that are behind him, so it almost looks like how they did in the film, where he's in the foreground and they're in the background. It just makes a really nice display. Without going crazy, like adding something like diorama pieces. It doesn't quite have the height and the width of the Hulkbuster, but in the space that they're working within, it's I think really dynamic that they have these little suits blasting off, and they have the plastic extension pieces, which are the fire bursts from the hands and from the feet. So that I think it kind of just looks like it's moving. It looks like they're thrusting up. And then coming around to the front, we're looking at the first figures from the Ant-Man line. Ant-Man line? I don't know what I was trying to say there. Ant-Man. We have the Yellow Jacket as well as Ant-Man himself, but these are prototypes, so things can and usually do change before we see finals on them. That's true. But do you know if they come with the little teeny tiny men? They should, yes. Oh, that's awesome. Staring at Ultron, the one and only evil man of evil,
Ultron. Is that Ultra Prime or that is Ultra Prime? He's big. Holy cow! I didn't know how big he was. Okay.
He's big, and then this is the Mark I where he was busted up.
The strings. Strings.
Yeah, he's basically the one behind you, the Iron Legion that was busted up.
Right. Which that is really quite impressive. This is a Sentry drone, and we got the War Machine. War Machine's already out.
Boom.
Boom. Why boom?
Landed on the front lawn. Boom.
Okay. Oh, you're funny. Okay, so these.
You don't like the Iron Man humor, do you?
Terrible jokes coming from the peanut gallery over here. So, when can we look forward to seeing some of these guys gracing our collections?
Probably 2016.
Because a lot of figures from Age of Ultron seem to be coming out pretty quick. Hawkeye, Black Widow, these were figures that were slated, I think, initially to come out in November.
Yes.
And they're shipping now-ish. So, what's the deal? What's happening?
Well, some of their production runs are accelerated and some aren't.
Okay.
It all depends on which figures they're doing. We have Maria Hill. They brought here as a summer exclusive, and she's going to be shipping August, September. So she's in production now.
And they kept that secret for all this time. That's impressive. That is impressive. So coming over to take a look at kind of the good guys of Avengers, we got Captain America, there's the new Hawkeye, which is looking stellar. We got the one and only Mark 43, and then Maria Hill. Now, that fans seem to love Maria Hill. So
she's kick-ass.
She kind of is. She kind of is. There's no doubt. But fans also have asked me. It's a question that I had that I was going to ask you later, but I'm going to ask you now because it kind of leads in here. Do you know if other characters, such as Agent Carter, is that something that can be done by either you, Sideshow, or Hot Toys? Is it a possibility?
There's a lot of things that can be done by Hot Toys and Sideshow. We have numerous projects in production and pre-production and in pre-design phase, but we're not at liberty to say what those are.
I got you. Okay, but for clarification, the license does also expand to television Marvel continuities.
In some cases,
In some cases, yes. Okay, so we could potentially see an Agent Carter or a Daredevil figure. Okay, I got you. I'm trying to pin you down for an answer, but that's okay. I got you. Yeah. Statues of the man himself, He-Man, and Skeletor. What is this? This came on a left field for me. It was a very good secret. Very good.
I told you, we have lots of things in pre-design, pre-production, and production.
Right.
And we don't chat about the pre-production club until it comes to a certain point.
I gotcha.
This is Sideshow's interpretation of the Masters of the Universe. They do have switch-out portraits, which are more classic, more of the classic look.
Okay, because I know some people, the internet will talk, and some people were not happy with the stylized look of He-Man specifically. Skeletor, I don't think they care too much about, as long as it's old Bolden face. That's all they care about.
Okay.
But with He-Man,
he does also have a classic portrait switch-out.
Very cool.
And He-Man has a switch-out hand accessory with a weapon, and then the hilt comes off, and his cape comes off as well.
I love the way that cape looks too, tattered like that on the end. And it appears that the base that he's on is something from Castle Grayskull. Okay, whereas Skeletor over there looks like Snake Mountain. Now, is this something that you may visit Sideshow-wise in terms of 6 scale?
Could be possible.
Okay. I mean, I know a lot of collectors that would love that. I know I would love it. I mean, it's He-Man. Is this who is this? This is Sideshow. Voltron. I mean, what's the story with this guy?
Came out of left field, didn't it?
Absolutely did. Absolutely did.
It's a 1-2 punch.
No kidding.
Again,
no kidding.
We spoke about things being in pre-design, pre-production. Right. So there's things that until we're at a certain point, we won't be letting the collectors know that it's in the works.
understand, but I mean, this isn't.
And you're a bot guy, so.
I like bots. Now, my question: we're looking at a grayscale thing here.
Yes.
How far is this from being in our collections?
Probably 9 months.
9 months, really?
Mm-hmm.
That is
9
awesome.
months to a year.
That is really awesome.
This is the next legendary scale or half scale of the Iron Man.
The Mark 43.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, my question, you got this lit up, it's kind of blinding me, to be honest, it's very bright. Is that something, there's one thing, no, I'm not complaining. My thing that I've always said, we're going to get down to these ones here in a minute, looking at the studio, Prime 1 studio figures. I like light up features. I think they're cool looking. I love having them turned on in my office. I don't like them always being battery operated. So is there going to be a plug? You got it plugged in there. Is that something that if I brought that home, I can hook a plug up like you got there and have that on all the time? Can I do that? Robin? These are questions that my viewers want to know.
It all depends on the amount of light it's pulling.
Wait, what?
The amount of electricity it's, you know, if you have something that has.
Can I just plug it into a socket?
That may be plug-in.
Okay.
It may be a dual.
Okay.
But when we find out larger pieces, sometimes you do need a plug-in.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Sometimes they're batteries.
As long as I can plug it in, that's fine. Because now coming down here to the Prime 1 Studio stuff, we're looking at the Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, the night version, if you will.
Okay.
And
awesome.
yeah, you don't know Transformer stuff. That's fine. I'm going to school you on Optimus Prime. But we're looking at this here. Now I have the Megatron and I have the Optimus Prime. And they have light up features, but they're batteries. They're batteries.
They're small light up features.
Yeah, but just
they're not those light up features.
I know, but I want to plug it in so I can always leave it on because looking at this, look, his eyes are on. His eyes are on. See that? So
nice.
It's the battery. It's the battery. That's gonna be dead by the end of the day. But now we have Bumblebee.
Okay.
What do you think of Bumblebee?
I like
this is coming out pretty soon, yeah?
It's one of my favorite characters out of the film franchise.
Really? Really? Why?
I think
he's cute.
He's got a funny attitude.
I have a license plate that says that he transforms. So, coming on here, now we're looking at which Arkham?
I don't even know.
Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight version of Batman. Is that an actual fabric cape?
I'm not a
Yes.
Oh, you're not supposed to touch that, ma'am.
You have wires.
It's got wires.
Yeah. So you can do the wire.
Don't do what she's doing, everybody. Brave. But that's pretty cool though, so that yeah. So you can pose it and you can get it dynamic and cool looking, and he's perched.
There.
Yeah. We got Heath Ledger again. Is this Prime 1 as well?
No.
That's you. I apologize. Okay. And we got actual fabric on here.
Mm-hmm.
So
his
wow.
Costuming is
that is very creepy.
Approximately 11 pieces of fabric. Layers, I'm sorry.
Layers. Oh, chain and everything.
This chain.
Wow.
And then
Sock. Oh, look at that. That is impressive.
And
wait, you said those are actually leather shoes?
They fold it so it looks.
Oh, so it looks okay.
And then you've got both the pants, and they fold it to make it look like the leather.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just
yeah,
got
they
that
did.
Creepy.
It's creepy.
Creepy lean.
It's creepy. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Yes, those are cult classics. So we have Ash, Beetlejuice, Indiana Jones. We also have Deadpool, Punisher, and Wolverine.
And of course, the 1-to-1 scale Terminator endoskeleton that you can win if you go. I'll put the link in the video description. Go enter to win that.
Enter to win, right?
Enter to win. And the amazing thing is people can go on Sideshow Collectibles, pre-order this, and do payment plans on it.
Absolutely.
So that it's not $500 that I got to fork over right now. I can pay for this over the course of the next several months, and boom, it'll come out. You'll send it to me. Like I'll forget about it.
Yeah, it'll come
amazing.
You can select your own payment plan. So you can select the amount of payments and the day of the month that you want to pay it.
Doesn't get any easier than that.
And by selecting the amount of payments, if you want a smaller payment, you just select more payments, or if you want a larger payment and want to get it done with, then you can select less or fewer payments.
Perfect.
And the item ships when you complete your payment plan.
Okay.
And
so if it takes it a little bit longer for you to get it.
Wow, how'd you like that flash?
This eye didn't like it at all.
Your eye.
It was like, you're lucky I'm not epileptic or something. Okay.
In the case of the payment plans, when something's in pre-order status, what we try to do is pace the payment plans so the last payment falls on the month it's going to ship. Okay. We're going to receive it and ship it. Okay. So if you were considering a payment plan, I don't want people to feel like they're going to have to wait for their item when other people are already getting their items.
It's held for. I mean, their item is secured.
Well, when you pre-order with us, your item is secure, but sometimes people think, well, my item is not going to ship till my last payment, so people who are paying a full payment, they're going to get theirs, I'm going to wait for months and months and months. But what we do is
you don't punish them.
It's pre-order status, so we start the payment plan well before the item comes in, and then when the item starts shipping, they're on their last payment, so they get their item along with other people who've chosen to pay one full payment.
Gotcha. Okay. So it works
out. So everybody's getting all their stuff.
You're not punishing them for
payment plan.
For using a payment plan.
And we have payment plans not on just the statues, but we have payment plans on the 6-scale figures.
Everything. Yeah. Well, just about everything.
Yeah,
just about.
You can probably get a payment plan for $20, $25.
See, and that's, I tell people, like the Prime 1 Studio statues, they're $2,000 statues, but over the course of a year, you can set the money aside and you can pay it. It's like layaway at Kmart or something. You can pay it off, so it's not something that you have to freak out about. You can love it, you can have it, you can want it all you want, and the pre-order lets you actually affordably fit it into your budget and then have it in your collection at some point in time. Cool.
And on top of it, we don't charge any percentage of what a normal payment plan would be. We're not.
No interest charges or anything like that.
No interest charges. Yeah. Sometimes, depending on what you're ordering, there's a non-refundable deposit, but in that case, that reserves your item in that particular edition. So it solidifies your pre-order, and we really only ask for NRDs on things that are high dollar value items. So we know that if we're making it, we're making it for you.
Right. Yeah.
For somebody else.
No, absolutely.
So that's really the only charge we have when we deal with the flex pay. If they were to cancel, if there's a non-refundable deposit, but there's no. Somebody was asking me earlier. There's no interest charges. We don't charge fees for breaking up the structure and making a plan for you. It's pretty much.
So at the end of the day, on a $2,000 statue, I'm paying $2,000 for a statue that I use payment plans on, and you, who bought it outright for $2,000, you're paying the same amount that I paid.
Yes.
There's no percentage rate, interest fees, or anything that I have to worry about paying. Okay. So you should do that. Do it. Do it now.
Well, it allows people who are really interested in the larger pieces to be able to collect it affordably, because before we made the payment plan, people said, look, if I have an extra $50 or $60 a month that I could put towards this. And that's what really motivated us years ago to start the payment plan process for people, because they had such a hard time saving up the money.
Well, and absolutely.
At the end, because they would have to do that for 6 months to 7 months.
Right.
They said, could you just do it for us?
Exactly how I afford all of this. All of it is taken care of by wonderful payment plans that you guys absolutely should utilize and check out, especially if you're looking forward to some incredible pieces that they have coming out that I just had the pleasure of showing you guys. Again, I want to thank Robin, the Vice President of E-Commerce from Sideshow Collectibles, for taking me through, showing me everything, putting up with me, all of that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed that tour of the Sideshow Collectibles booth. It's my first time doing a walkthrough and first time doing an interview, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, let me know. Leave a comment down in the video description, because if there's some good feedback on this, I'm going to try to do some more for you guys. So until next time, once again, thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus, and I'll talk to you later.